His mark on the game is seen in every contest at every level, whenever a catcher dons shin guards. Roger Bresnahan, however, did more than revolutionize how catchers dressed. He changed the way the position was played. Born June 11, 1879 in Toledo, Ohio, Bresnahan, known as the Duke of Tralee, due to his Irish roots, began his big league career as a pitcher in 1897 with the National League's Washington Senators. By 1901, Bresnahan found himself with the Baltimore Orioles of the New American League. The Orioles catcher, future Hall of Fame manager Wilbert Robinson, was sidelined with an injury. As a pitcher, Bresnahan was displeased with the Orioles' backup receivers, leading manager John McGraw to ask if Bresnahan wanted to catch. From that day on, Bresnahan was a catcher. "I never thought catching was hard," Bresnahan said. "I liked it." Bresnahan hit .268 that year as a first-year receiver, then jumped to the National League along with McGraw in 1902 to play for the Giants. In 1903, Bresnahan hit .350, then led the Giants to NL pennants in 1904 and 1905. He hit .313 with 3 runs scored in the Giants' 1905 World Series win over the Philadelphia Athletics. In 1907, became the first catcher to wear shin guards, another in a long line of protective gear innovations, including a rudimentary batting helmet, that Bresnahan brought to the game. On opening day in 1907, Bresnahan began to experiment with protective gear. Though Negro League catcher Chappie Johnson wore protective gear and Nig Clark wore similar gear in MLB in 1905, most catchers did not wear any protective equipment at that time. Bresnahan practiced in shin guards that are worn in cricket during spring training, and debuted them on April 11, 1907. Fans, used to seeing catchers play without protective equipment, threw snowballs on the field, and without police at the game, umpire Bill Clem called off the game, with the Giants forfeiting to the Philadelphia Phillies. The press also criticized the use of shin guards. However, other catchers began to adopt Bresnahan's idea. Though Pittsburgh Pirates manager Fred Clark protested Bresnahan's gear to the league, the protest was denied and the equipment was approved. Bresnahan caught a career-high 138 games in 1908, batting .283 and leading the NL in walks. Bresnahan also developed the first batting helmet. He was hit in the head with a pitch by Andy Coakley of the Cincinnati Reds on June 18, 1907. Bresnahan was unconscious, and a Catholic priest read him his last rites. Bresnahan was hospitalized for 10 days, during which time he developed schematics for a plastic batting helmet, though this piece of equipment did not become commonplace until the 1940s. Bresnahan was also the first catcher to wear a padded face mask while catching. "Boy, they sure called me lots of names when I tried on those shin guards," Bresnahan said. "They must have been a good idea at that, though, because they tell me catchers still wear them." Bresnahan retired as an active player after the 1915 season, having played 17 big league seasons. He compiled a .279 career batting average with 1,252 hits. He also managed 4 full seasons with the Cardinals, 1909 to 1912, and one with the Cubs, 1915. "Roger is a fighter," wrote Fred Lieb in Baseball magazine. "He was a fighter when he was a pupil of John McGraw's, and he instilled this fighting spirit into his team."